Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
Welcome all. Myself P. Nandhini, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. In this session, I am going to explain about what is meant by class, object and inheritance and its types of inheritance. These are all the content of this session. So first one is what is meant by class, second one is what is meant by object, inheritance and then types of inheritance. So first we should know about what is meant by class. So a class is a collection of objects. The class contains data and functions in it. So the data means it is the attributes and functions means it is the behavior of the class. Next, the class is a blueprint of the object. So for example, a person is a class. So the person contains data which means attributes and then functions which means behavior in it. Okay, so the data we call it as name of the person, age of the person, gender and occupation of the person, and the function as the person can talk, walk, eat, work. So these are all the functions of the class. So the class contains both data and functions binded in it. Next one is object. So the object is an instance of the class so that can access the data. For example, a class is a car. Car is the name of the class. So the class car contains the object Audi car, Nissan car, Volvo car. So the car is the class. So it contains the collection of objects. So the collection of object is called as the Audi car, Nissan car and then Volvo car. Next one, what is the syntax for class and object? How to create the class and object? First one is syntax for class. So the class is the keyword followed by the class name, which means it is a user defined class name. So next statement of the class. Next one, object. How to create the object? Object name is equal to corresponding class name. The object name is the user defined object name. So class name, class keyword followed by the class name, and next one, statement of the class, object, object name is equal to corresponding class name. This is the syntax for creating the class and object. Next is simple program. How to create the class and object in the program? First one is class. So class is the keyword and vehicle is the class name for the class. Next, name and price. So name is equal to car. So the name is the string. We have to mention it by single quotation or double quotation. So price is the 5 lakhs. So this is data. I already told the class contains data and functions in it. So the name and price is the data of the class vehicle. Next one, def disp. So def disp is the function of this class. So def is the function definition and self is the first parameter. This is the mandatory parameter for function definition. So the self represents the instance of the class. Next, two printf statement is here, vehicle name and then price. Next, object creation. So object is equal to vehicle. Obj is the object name, vehicle is the class name. Object name is equal to class name. This is the object creation. Next, object.disp means, so what are all the printf statement inside the function disp, it will be displayed in the output screen. So vehicle name car, price 5 lakh will be displayed in the output screen. Next one, inheritance. So the concept inheritance means it acquires the properties of the parent. So the child acquires the or inheriting the properties of the parent is called as the inheritance. So the parent class we call it as base class or super class. The child class we call it as subclass or derived class. So this is the syntax for creating the inheritance. So class, base class which means parent class and statement of the base class. Next one, class, derived class which means child class, and inside the child class we have to inherit the base class which means parents class. We have to mention the parent class name here and end with colon. Next, body of the derived class. So this is the syntax for creating the inheritance. Next one, what are all the types of inheritance? So there are 5 types of inheritance. First one is single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hybrid inheritance and then hierarchical inheritance. There are 5 types of inheritance. We will see one by one. First one, single inheritance. So the name itself tells us it has single parent and single child. So this is the example. The child inherits the qualities from the parent. Next, this is the syntax. Class, parent class, body of the parent class. Next, class, derived class which means child class. So inside the derived class we have to mention the parent class name, then only it will be derived. Next, body of the derived class, which means statement of the derived class. Next one, simple example program for single inheritance. Class vehicle. So vehicle is the parent class name here. Next, one function I will be created here, def vehicle information. So the vehicle information is the function name, def is the keyword for defining the function, and self is the first parameter or mandatory parameter for function definition. Next, one printed statement inside vehicle class. Next one, this is a child class creation. Class car. Car is the child class name. So inside the car child class, we have to mention the parent class name so that it will be inherited here. Next one, creating the object. So here object name is obj is equal to car. So car is the child class name. So we have created the object only for the child class. So by using this object, we can access the information of the parent class also. So object dot vehicle info, object dot car info. So vehicle info means, so this is parent class definition. So inside vehicle class print statement will be displayed in our output screen. Next, object dot car info means it will be goes to the child class information. So the child class print statement is inside car class. So both will be displayed in our output screen. So by using the one object creation, which means child class object creation, we can access the parent class information also by using the inheritance concept. Next type is multiple inheritance. So in this multiple inheritance, it has only one child class and more than one parent class. So this is the syntax. Class, first base 1 is first parent class base 2 is second parent class 1 and parent class 2. Third one is derived class, which means child class. So inside the derived class, we have to mention both the parent class also. Then only it will be inherited. Next, the same vehicle example. Here 4 parent class will be mentioned. So first parent class is car, second one is bike, third one is bus, and fourth one is plane. 4 parent class will be created. So inside the 4 parent class, some function definition and statement will be here. Next, class transport is the child class name. Transport is the child class name. So inside the child class, we have to mention all the 4 parent class, car, bike, bus and plane. So all the 4 parent class will be inherited here. So here I am created only one object B. So this object is only for the child class transport. So by using this only one object, we can inherit all the 4 parent class information. So B dot Benz means, so this is a Benz car will be printed. B dot Pulsar means this is a Pulsar bike will be printed. B dot Volvo means this is a Volvo bus will be printed, and B dot Indigo means this is an Indigo plane will be printed. For 4 parent class, we created only one object, so that object name is B. So by using this B object, child class object, we can inherit all the parent class information. That is called as the multiple inheritance. Next one, multi-level inheritance. So in the multi-level inheritance, for example, we have 3 classes A, B and C. A is the parent of B and B is the parent of C. So this chaining of the classes is called as a multi-level inheritance. For example, the parent class name is A, the child class 1 is B and child class 2 is C. So A is the parent of child class 1 B and B is the parent of child class 2 C. So this chaining process is called as a multi-level inheritance. So this is the syntax for that. First one is parent class. So second one is derived class. So this is the child of base class parent class, and second one is derived class 2. So this is the child of derived class 1. So next one, simple example for multi-level inheritance. So the same vehicle example. So vehicle is a base class, which means parent class. So 2 subclasses will be there. First one is car. So car is the child for the vehicle class, and third one sports car. So sports car is the child for the class car. So for all this, we created only one object. The object is for sports car, which means third one. So S car is equal to, S car is the object name, is equal to sports car. So by using this object, we can access the vehicle information as well as the car information. So this is the output will be printed in our screen. So here only we are inherited car, but inside the car we are inherited vehicle also, so that we can access the vehicle information by using the S car object. So this is called as the multi-level inheritance. So next inheritance is hierarchical inheritance. So the hierarchical inheritance has only one parent class and more than one child class is called as the hierarchical inheritance. Here only one parent, so that is base class. So the base class code is here. Next one is child class 1 and child class 2. These two are child for this parent base class. So inside that we have to mention the parent class name also. Next, simple example. So first vehicle is the parent class name. So inside the vehicle some statement will be here. Next, class car is the first child, class truck is the second child for the vehicle. So inside that we have to mention the base class name, and truck also it contains the base class vehicle. So we have created two objects here. So first object is for car and second object is for truck. So by using this object 1 and object 2, we can access the vehicle information for both the car and truck. So object 1.info means this is a vehicle will be printed, and object 1.car info means so car name is BMW will be printed. Next, for object 2.information means again this is a vehicle, two times will be printed the way this is vehicle. Why? Because we have created two object for that. Object 2.truck.info, so truck name is Ford will be printed in our output screen. So this is called as the hierarchical inheritance. So in the hierarchical inheritance only one parent class and more than one child class will be here. So the last inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So the hybrid inheritance means it is the combination of all the inheritance. So it is the combination of single, multiple, multi-level, hierarchical is called as the hybrid inheritance. So this is the example for that. So vehicle is a base class. So car is a child class and truck is the child class. So inside the car and truck, vehicle parent class will be inherited. So this type is called as the hierarchical inheritance. Here we created parent class vehicle and two classes named car and truck. This is called as a hierarchical inheritance. So next one, so one more class will be created, that is sports car. So this is a child class. So inside the sports car, car and vehicle will be inherited. So this is a multiple inheritance. So another is a sports car inherit from two parent class. So the concept of multiple inheritance is only one child, more than one parent. So two parent will be inherited. So only one child, a sports car. So this is called as a multiple inheritance. So inside a single program, so we have created two inheritance. So first one is hierarchical inheritance, second one is multiple inheritance. So this concept is called as a hybrid inheritance. The combination of all the inheritance is called as a hybrid inheritance. So in this session we discuss about the inheritance. Hope it will be useful for you. I will end this session. Thank you.